I like to do a little bit of exercise before we start. So would like to invite you to play a game, okay? So I'm gonna ask you, how are you doing? And if you don't know the answer is great, right? And then I'm gonna ask you another question. I'm gonna ask you whether you wanna win. You wanna win. So like, do you wanna win? So I'm just gonna ask you, do you wanna win? Yes. Yes, right? So the answer is yes, because in real estate and business, there's a lot of win-win. And it's my last name, by the way. So I'm pretty sure there's another win in here, since we have a Vietnamese population in Philly. So let's do that then. How are you doing?
Great.
Stronger. How are you doing?
Great.
Do you want to win?
Yes.
Do you want to win?
Yes.
One more time. Do you want to win?
Of course.
Yes. Yes. That's the spirit, right? So I go to this meetup all the time. And the first meetup I ever been to is Nick Tang's meetup in New York City. And that is a long time ago, like 6 years ago. But I go to one meetup in Austin. It's a commercial meetup. And there's this guy, he's like 100 years old. And he leads this meetup for the past, 10 years. And this is what he does at a meetup. And that's why I feel like we try to come back to that meetup all the time because of this. Because he just keep asking me like, how am I doing? And whether I want to win. And that confirms that I want to win. I'm pretty sure all of you here want to win in this life, right? So before I get into the talk, obviously I'm not your financial advisor or attorney or CPA. And if you consider invest or whatever, you have to get the professional advice. So that's out of the way. Who here got into real estate for a better lifestyle? Like freedom, okay? And what were the first thing you do when you get into real estate? Did you go get a realtor license?
I did.
You did? I did. Because I think I need more education. I think at the time I thought like, I don't know anything. I just got here to America 2011. So, and I wanted to get into real estate in, 2017. So 6 years after that. So I went and get real estate license. But the ultimate goal is I want a better life. I want date in Paris. I want, have my own family, be able to provide to them and never worry about money. And my son can grow up and, do whatever he wants to do and never worry about money. So that's what I wanted. And this is me in 2015, right? I was working for a biotech company. I came to America on a working visa, 2011. And I was earning around 80K a year, working 60 hours a week, because I had like 20 extra hours. So that's how I can get to 80K. And then I realized that even after that, all those hard work and try to find another job, and finally a startup told me that 100K a year for you is too expensive. We don't pay that much for scientists here. I was like, okay, I love science, but if that is the ceiling, I'm gonna break the ceiling. Okay, so what I do, I decided that I need to go into real estate, because you know what, like the chance for you to go into real estate and become millionaire is 90%, almost 100%. There's nothing wrong with that. So this is Nick Tang meetup in 2018, or my first meetup ever. I went and learned like all these wholesaling, all this strategy, and I met Larry, by the way. Larry gonna give a talk, and he was a phenomenon speaker. He came in and he bring tons of credit cards, and I was like, wow, you can buy a house with credit card. I didn't know that. And a year later, I bought a sixplex with credit card. And I really put a down payment by my credit card. It's a business credit card. And I hope you guys can learn that strategy from Larry and everyone else here. And then I did do a lot of wholesaling. So it's like 10K, in wholesaling. It's great. It's awesome. I even make like 130K on a home tailing deal, which I bought, put under contract, and then turn around and list it and sell it. And I did a flip in New Jersey, and that was a really tough flip. Nick Tang, he was here, at a time drove to my flip, and in his fancy car, like the car parked there, and in his like white, clothes, and then he walked into my flip with a disaster everywhere, and that is that flip. But we make money. We make money. That's how forgivable real estate is. We make money because I chose the wrong contractor. I trust the wrong guy. And when I get to the site and see it, I was like, oh my God, you don't know how to do subway tile. How can you do anything else? So, and after all this experience, I still make money in real estate. Isn't it incredible? And so my husband at the time, not at the time, he told me, don't make this mistake. But he's still my husband, to clarify. I make this mistake again. But we were doing BRRRR. So you guys just heard Joe, right? I BRRRR all of my rentals. So I have like around 10 of them right now. And all of them, I just buy off market, rehab, rent it out, refinance, and then keep going. And this is like after 8, maybe 7 property. I did the past PRRR was in 2022 when my son was born. And then after that, I was like, okay, we have 10 now, too many tenants. And the worst part is the rehab always put us under stress, especially after a month, after giving birth, come to a site and see a plumber put all the wrong plumbing in 3 houses that I was fixing up. And that's the point when I say, okay, my husband was right, no more construction for us. Right? And then I was like, okay, all I do is just real estate. I do real estate full time now. If I do no construction, how can I scale up? And all I want is scale up. Being millionaire is not enough. Okay? Single digit millionaires are still struggling. So I go back to the foundation. Anyone read this in this room? Any of you? That's right, almost all of you, right? I go back to the foundation. This is the book that my mom gave me when I was 16 years old, living in like a countryside of Vietnam. And it was translated to Vietnamese. And my mom was like, I think you should read this book. I think this book is saying something very important. And I didn't read it, of course, 16 years old, didn't read it. And I read it when I moved to America. And basically, what he says, there's just 4 ways for you to produce income in this life, right? You either have a job, being an employee, or be self-employed, or you're a business owner, right? When you own a system, you have 200 people working for you, or you're an investor, where you really make money by invest your money somewhere. So go back to that, and I was like, okay, so being a landlord, I'm actually self-employed, right? I don't have a system. Even you have property management company, but you still have to do the work. You still have to do the work. If you fix and flip, you are still self-employed. And the rich people are on the other side. The rich people are the people who have, a business that have 200 people working for them, the system working without them doing anything, or being an investor, real investor, right? A lot of real estate investors not real investor. They still do the work, okay? So if you go on the internet and you search for cash flow quadrant, it's gonna come out like this, right? With all of these arrows showing you that you should go from employee to self-employed, and then go to become a business owner, scaling up, and then you can become an investor. So money will work for you. And that's how we think. That's how we got in school, the linear thinking. You think like, okay, now you are working for someone, I'm gonna learn this and be my own consulting business, start my own coaching business, and then eventually I make it big to a big business, and then I invest, right? And with real estate, I'm gonna do flipping, I'm gonna do wholesaling, and then Airbnb. By the way, don't get into Airbnb. I got out of it. I really got out of it, okay? I love Airbnb, but this is not a good time for Airbnb. And one day you scale big, hopefully you scale big, then you can invest, right? That's how we think. That's how we all think. But that's how we never can scale up. So the secret is you don't have to go the traditional way. You don't have to think linear. You don't have to be an employee and then self-employed and then be business owner and investor. The secret is you should go straight into being an investor right now. And keep doing it. And never forget about it. Because that's the only way for you to have your time back and to reach your financial freedom. Let me show you a few case studies. Okay? This is my friend Bralette. She was working for some tech company. She's my age, been working for a while. And she finally retired 2 years ago. And she loves real estate. She has one rental. And this is how her portfolio looks like. This is her investment portfolio, right? She has 40% stock and 60% what we call alternative. What alternatives means is not stock. So a lot of her money in alternatives in real estate syndication, real estate rental, oil and gas, crypto, and angel. Those very minimal because those are very risky, right? And she had like 7 full cycle deals with, I think all of that are in real estate syndication. And that make her double her money in less than 3 years. So by investing in alternative, which is real estate syndication, oil and gas, and private equity, she doubled her money in less than 3 years. And that's her goal. Her goal was to accumulate $1 million to invest in alternatives. And if she, you can find her webinar on my website in the resource area. But she did a full analysis. She's a data scientist. So she did a comparison between real estate syndications and S&P 500. And for somebody to get the distribution or dividend to live on and don't have to do anything, real estate syndication is far more superior than the S&P 500. But it's not get talked about enough, right? Because this stuff, it's reserved to the rich people. It's reserved to the people with high net worth. People like this guy. So Paul Levine, I met him last year in one of my conferences. and he's one of the partner of the VC fund in the Bay Area. And he was a COO of Trulia before Trulia sold to Zillow. And of course, he made a lot of money out of it, right? So this is how his portfolio looked like in investment. So 5 years ago, he had 60% of stock and 5% of alternative. But last year, he has 40% of stock and 35% in alternatives. And in 5 years, his plan was to increase his alternative to 50%. Okay, and that is real estate syndication, private equity, means you invest in business, right? And because it's so reserved for high net worth people, a lot of people don't know about this. A lot of people think that if they're gonna start in real estate, they're gonna go out there and do wholesaling and get a realtor license. I was like that too. Another case study for you. Me in 2015, right? I used $100,000 to go buy a sandwich shop on Wall Street and serve Wall Street people lunch, right? And I didn't know better. I didn't know anything. I wanted to learn about business, so I bought a small business. I didn't think big enough, right? If I could think bigger when I start out in real estate, I already go straight into something scalable, which is commercial real estate, right? If I know about real estate syndication at the time, I did what my friend Bralette did. In 9 years, my 100K now become 800K without me doing anything, and save 9 years of my time doing something bigger, right? That's me. Who wants to think bigger here? I will struggle thinking big. So I really encourage all of you, think bigger. But I invite you to put a vision in your head. I invite you to close your eyes right now. Let's close your eyes. What are you proud of? What are you proud of? Who are you proud of? What are you grateful for? Who are you grateful for? How does it feel when you feel grateful, when you feel gratitude? Who do you love? Who loves you? How does it feel when you're full of love? Feel it. Close your eye, try to feel it. Now imagine when you're completely free of all this money thinking in your head and can do whatever you love to do. Imagine that day, how it looks like, how you're gonna feel. Make that vision in your head brighter, bigger. Make it bigger and brighter. And this is for you to do it every day, to feel it in your body. You have to have a big vision. That's how you can think big. So where are you right now in this quadrant? Are you working full-time, sir?
Yes.
Yes? You have a W-2?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you also self-employed?
Yes.
Yes. Are you a business owner?
I guess I would be more in the investor one.
Investor quadrant. Awesome. You invest in stock?
Yes.
Who here invests in stock? Everyone. See, that's awesome. Yeah. So the power is in the decision. Whether you decided to be a business owner or you decided to be an investor, right? So I learned all this from Tony Robbins. And he helped me get a vision for myself to combat my own limiting belief. My limiting belief was, I cannot make millions of dollars a year. Are you kidding me? Like a kid from rural Vietnam come to America and make millions of dollars a year? No, but you know what? I make a decision. And I already see my way to do that. I already see the path very clear how I can make millions of dollars a year. And it's scalable because I decided to think big and go big, right? So I want to play a video for you of Tony Robbins when I attend his event last time. But he has a book coming out, and this book coming out in February, I think everyone should read it. And it's called The Holy Grail of Investing. And in that, he said the average return of stock market is 9.9, and the private equity investment is 14%. And it means that if you put $1 million in stock market for 35 years, you get $26 million. But if you put that in private equity, you're gonna get $139 million. The same thing without doing anything. Same time. And what does it mean to you? Right? You have to think big. You have to step up. You have to invest. Do whatever it takes. You know that if you have a 401k, you can make it into a self-directed IRA and invest in real estate. Invest in syndication. You can also do a 1031 exchange of your rental into syndication and free yourself of being landlord, right? If you don't know how to do it, reach out to me, and I point you to the right direction. And you know, you guys know the birds of like Alex Hormozy, right? And how he wants to buy all this business. That's private equity that he's after. By the way, he started like the school game thing, so I created a group in school. And if you guys want to join, it's school.com/cashflowhackers. I don't know about you, but I have a 2-year-old. And every day when I see him grow up so fast, and I see time pass so fast. We don't have enough time, guys. We have to step up. We have to go big. We don't have enough time. And the greatest wealth in the world is the wealth of time. And the time that you get to do what you love to do. And I'm so grateful because I have a family I really love to spend time with. I don't want to spend time dealing with tenants anymore. At this point, you know, I don't want to spend time talking to the stress seller anymore. They just bring negativity in my life. But I love talking to investors. I love coming to this event. So I kind of design my lifestyle the way I wanted to have during the day. So to end this talk, I feel really grateful for all of you here, all these extraordinary people. You step up, you come here, you decided that you have to do something. And congratulations on doing that. And I want to invite you to listen to this song and sing along if you can. If you have any question, let me know.
Go back to that previous slide.
Previous slide, okay.
Could you talk about that 1031 exchange into syndication first?
Yeah.
Just high level, explain that.
High level is like, because when you invest in syndication, you are part owner of the apartment complex or whatever the fund that you invest into. So you're owning these rentals and they have equity that you sell them, and then you find another investment, and that could be the thing that you buy into.
So and how does the 1031 exchange fit into that?
It means that you don't pay tax after the sale.
Okay, got it.
1031 means you can exchange for another rental property after you sell a rental property without paying tax, right? Yes.
Could you clarify what is a real estate syndication? Because that's the first I've heard.
Uh-huh.
What exactly is that?
Real estate syndication, what exactly is that? Yeah. Yeah.
A real estate syndication is a way to buy a very large multi-unit or very high-priced property by creating a general partnership for you and whoever your partners are to acquire the property. You then create a limited partnership with investors. We, as the investors, bring all the money to you, and you get, say, your 30% you need, and you get supplemental financing with a bank or another lender. So it's a way for individuals, usually accredited individuals, to participate in these higher yielding alternative investments. Yes, they pay distributions depending on what the syndication says. Like if you were in the last presentation, preferred return might be 8% of the distribution of whatever the profit is that month or quarterly or yearly. And at the end, when they exit the deal, whether it be a 3 to 5 year hold, 5 to 7, they will either refinance you out if you get a big bump at the end, or you continue on. Basically, that's it.
Yeah, very well explained. Thank you so much. If you're curious more about that, you can Google, and you can also go to my website and look at this webinar where Prolet gave talk about her journey to financial freedom and retire basically from her job and kind of do the passion project. And her passion project, by the way, well, Cindy is a calculator to see if you keep investing when you're gonna reach your goal of, let's say, have $20,000 per month doing nothing. So that she designed a calculator to do that. Any other question? Yeah.
Where do you find these syndication deals that you invest in? And
Yeah.
how do you determine that it's a safe one? It's not going to lose
Networking
your
and
money?
due diligence.
Yeah.
Networking and due diligence.
Yes. So when you are accredited, so it's open up the whole investing world to you. It means that your net worth have to reach $1 million, or you're making $200,000 consistently per year, then you consider accredited investor. Then these deals open up to you, but before that, you have to know someone. Well, now that you know me, right, I can point you to the right direction. And her as well, right? So networking will get you exposed to people that do these syndication deals. And usually it's happened fast. It's happened like in a month. You invest or not invest a month. Somebody already gather and invest. So things like that. But have that in your toolbox. Everyone have to have like a growth toolbox and a security toolbox, right? Where you invest in debt that's secure. And this is equity, it's in growth. So it's a little bit more risky, but 90 out of 100 times, it wins. So that's why you'll be able to make the return, like Tony Robbins say, right? So educate yourself. You have a question? Yeah.
Just when you're finished.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm just wondering, how have the syndications been more recently with the, with the increase in the rates and a lot of the commercial loans coming due,
Yeah.
for refinancing, but
Yeah.
at much higher rates?
Yeah. So if you look at the big picture of the market, especially for multifamily that you're talking about, right? So in 2008 and 2009, there's a dip in price in multifamily. It dived to like 15% down. And in 2023 and 2024 right now, we see the same thing. And from now on, it's gonna keep going up. So the past 2 years, people that bought properties in 2021 or 22, they bought at the top of the market. And with the interest rate increase, their loan now is way too high. So you know what happened in 2008 with the single family house, similar like that. And those, if they selling right now at the bottom of the market, they're gonna make a loss. But that's why there's no transaction in the market, because people, if they can, they hold on to the properties and wait for the market to come back. But right now, if you can find any deals and it's happening, transaction happen, those are at the bottom of the market price. So that's how it's happened right now. And there's people that bought properties in 2021 and 2022 struggling because they have a loan coming due when they have a floating rate loan. So I think you know more about it. Like, have you invested in syndication before?
No, but not in syndication. But that's what I've been hearing in the syndication world and the larger multifamily world.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, is this affecting a lot of syndicators? And
Yeah.
how are they managing that?
Yeah.
Now?
So as passive investor, I network with a lot of passive investors who invest in syndication and invest in 100 of them, and their successful rate is 93 per 100. And there's something gonna go wrong, right? There's always risk in any investment, but 90 is pretty good. So you kind of have to first educate yourself, learn as much as you can, do all the due diligence. Don't trust anyone else and jump in right away. Have to trust yourself and your gut, I say, and then educate yourself extensively before you decide to invest in anything. But diversification is also the thing, and keep investing. Don't time the market, but stay in the market. Be in the market. Any other question? Yeah.
I was curious for the Burr projects that you've done. How do you
The Burr
structure,
project?
Yes, your
Yeah.
partnerships. If you work with other folks.
The Burr project.
Yes, how do you structure partnerships?
How to structure partnership. For the Burr project, I did it all by myself. So when you refinance, you kind of get your money back. A lot of my rentals, I don't have a lot of money stuck in them, so I keep doing it. But a lot of things you can do if you want partnership, especially about money, is you can bring a private lender in and kind of pay them 10%, 12% a year. And they hold on to a second lien on your property. So basically, if you have a property 300K, worth 300K, and you have a 100K loan, right? So you can bring a private lender in, and they can give you 100K, and be a second lien on that property, and then you can use that money to do your BRRRR, do whatever, and pay them an interest rate. And that's how I do it. I have a lot of private lenders that lending on my portfolio. Yeah. Anything else, guys? Awesome.
You are awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Whew. Do you want to win? Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Have a great event.
Do you have properties in Philadelphia?
No, I don't. I don't have Philadelphia right now.
Okay, I was about to say, would you be open to working with distressed properties in West Philly specifically? Because that's where me and my partner specialize at. Is it possible we'd be able to connect or something like that?
So if you guys be able to scale up what operation is and create a fund out of it,
Okay,
right?
That's the next step that we're working on.
Yeah,
Focus on
yeah.
creating a fund.
Yeah. So I know folks that create a fund out of land entitlement.
Say it again.
Like land, they buy land,
Land,
but they
okay.
don't
Okay.
really buy land. They put land under contract
Okay, yep.
and put like a deposit money in.
Okay.
And then they turn around, they try to figure out zoning and entitle it and
Okay.
sell it to D.R. Horton for developing.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then they kind of like double closing.
Okay.
A double closing.
A double close,
Yes.
gotcha.
And then they create a fund to do that.
Okay.
Because they can do it at scale. So they create a fund of $15 million.
Yeah,
And they
okay.
return to investor like at 22% a year.
Yeah, just
So
from land
it's
entitlement.
like you create a fund out of your business.
Okay.
And these people invest in the business that you're doing.
Okay.
Right? And that syndication can help you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
bro. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Brian. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, how are
Hi,
you?
how are you?
Is there a way I can get your contact information?
Yeah, I'm Sophie.so and
Dot.
like my name. Yeah, I can write it out for you.
Oh, thank you. I'd love to talk to you.
Yeah, of course. Sophie
I
at.
checked out your website, I think, yesterday,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
but I didn't realize it was yours.
Yeah, Sophie at
And what's the
Sophie.so.
website?
The same.
Yeah, like you can find here in
Oh, is
my
it in the back?
speaker
Yeah, exactly.
speaker
Oh, okay.
list. You can find me. Yeah.
Okay, I saw it. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and then get in touch. Like there's social and stuff there, so you can get in touch through my LinkedIn or Facebook.
Okay.
Or you can just like fill in a form or
Okay.
email me. Email me.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hi, Rachel. Really interesting stuff. Love your necklace.
Thank you.
I'm definitely going to get in touch with you because I'm curious. I've kind of been doing the think smaller stuff, and I've been doing that for a couple of years.
Go
and I've
bigger,
been-
go big.
So I've been thinking about scaling,
Yeah.
and when I think about scaling, I think about doing more flips, more rehabs. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll do 10
Yeah.
a year.
I
I'll do
thought like
12 a
that
year.
too.
So I definitely want to talk to you, and
Yeah.
thank you so much for the information.
Yeah, and decide to think big is like
Yes,
the
I
decision
will.
is
I'll reach
everything.
out.
Yeah,
Okay,
of course.
great.
Hi, I'm Barbara.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
I was born
Barbara.
and raised in Hungary, so
Hungary.
I totally relate to the
Yeah.
I can't think big and I have to start
Me
with
too.
this.
Like immigrant women, you know, like nobody know me here, nobody like
yeah,
in
so
business here,
that
like you
really
know.
spoke to me and it was very inspirational. So I'm definitely going to reach out.
Yeah, of
and,
course, please.
Pick your brain if
Yeah, through my website.
Yes.
If you can. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Hi, Sophie. Okay, so this
Okay.
is your website.
Yeah, this is my
Okay,
website.
but I definitely want to invest. So there's a couple of things I'm definitely interested in hosting, which I do.
Yeah.
But I personally want to invest my
Yeah,
own
yeah,
funds
yeah,
and monies.
yeah.
Is there any other way to reach you other than this? I
Yeah,
mean,
you can
you
email me.
Yeah, because sometimes when I leave these meetings, I'm like, I need to reach these people and I can't get them.
Email me, Sophie at Sophie.so. You
Okay.
can also
Because like I
text
said,
my number.
My personal monies, I have monies. I just trying to find the right place to
Yeah,
put it.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we figured it out.
Okay,
Yeah.
I definitely
Yeah,
want to reach out to you.
sure.
Thank you so much.
Sandra. Hi.
How are you?
Nice
Mateo.
to- Mateo. Oh, you guys here.
This is my girlfriend Leah.
Yeah, nice to meet you. You the drive behind all of this.
Yeah, she is.
I
I
heard.
told her that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We talked right after the event. I still have it on.
Yeah.
So I loved your speech. It was great.
Thank you. I didn't realize you guys here. I was like, oh, where's Mateo? Like, he said he's gonna be here.
Yeah, of course. It's right in our backyard. We had to.
Yeah. Yeah. How's your project going on?
It's a lot.
It's going.
It's a lot. It's good.
We just
but
got our drywall up and everything, so it's nice to see it tracking nicely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's good to put ourselves in this environment and even hear from people like yourself who have done a few different strategies and then moving into new strategies such as syndications.
Yeah.
I've
yeah.
heard about them and I know a few folks that want to do that as well. So
Yeah.
it's really great to get informed on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like you said, diversification is really important.
It's kind of hard for me when in my 20 or 30 to think big,
yeah.
Yeah.
and I don't know how to combat that. I guess Tony Robbins helps,
Yeah.
right? Like if you go to Tony Robbins enough,
Yeah.
you will, up level your mindset, and that's what I did.
Yeah.
A lot of the decision was made there.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Us too.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
life changing for us.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Exactly. Yeah. You guys going to Date with Destiny?
I would really like to.
We're
She's
talking
thinking about it.
It's
It's a lot of money. That's why I'm like back and forth.
You know what?
on
Like
it.
when Nick Tang selling Tony Robbins ticket, I thought exactly like you.
Oh, really?
I thought like 10K, so much money,
Yeah.
man. You know, but now that I thought about it, you know, it could save me 9 years of growth and
It's true.
pain.
It's true.
10K is nothing. I wish I went like, you know, 7 years
you
or 5 years
gone?
ago. I did.
You did?
I did. That's where we met. Unleash the power with
Yeah.
them. Right?
Oh, so were you a part of the like what was it called? The bulk where you did all of it?
The what?
What was it called? Where you,
I think
you
she's
did all of
asking
it?
if you did Date with Destiny right after UPW.
Yeah, did you do it
No,
right
no,
after?
no.
Oh.
I wanted to, but they like overbooked. There's
Oh,
no
right.
space.
Yeah.
They rejected me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's too many people.
There's so many people.
Wow.
So
So
many
can you
people
go
willing
next
to
year?
pay that money.
Yeah.
So there's a reason.
I know. That's why I'm back and forth on it. I think it's awesome, and I think
Yeah.
it's great to like invest in yourself and doing stuff like this too, and networking and just building.
It's not awesome. It's mind blowing. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a very different level.
Yeah.
Very different level.
And you're right. When you think about how you want to grow, there's like these, environments that you want to put yourself in,
Yeah.
like this one, like
Yeah.
Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
When you think like that, for me, obviously 10K is a lot, but if I save myself 9 years of growth,
Yeah.
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 it's game changing.
Yeah, game changer. Yeah. It's game changing for me, and I'm pretty sure for 10,000 other people.
Yeah.
So will be for you guys as well.
It's so great to meet you.
Great to
We'll
meet
stay
you.
in touch, okay?
Yeah,
Where are
stay
you
in
based out
touch.
of, Sophie?
I'm based out of Dallas.
Oh,
but I'm
Dallas.
back and forth Dallas and New York.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So Nick Tang was my mentor when I starting out.
Yeah.
And
You were in New York, it sounds like, right?
yeah, I was in New York, and he does the event in New York, New Jersey, and Philadelphia. So this year I want to do more education to other people as well.
Yeah.
So that's why I came here this time.
Well, we love your story.
Thank you so much.
I told Leah right away after we talked. I was
Yeah.
like, it was so cool talking with Sophie.
Yeah.
It's inspiring.
Yeah, I mean, talk to a lot of people here. They all have like their own thing that you guys want to explore,
Yeah.
and like expose yourself to all of that, and,
Yeah.
and inform and see where you can find your own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome seeing you guys.
Yeah. You
Really
too.
nice seeing
you.
you.
Too.
Yeah.
Great to meet you in person.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Sophie.
Yeah, of
absolutely.
course. Yeah, enjoy the event.
Great
Hey,
job.
thank
Really
you.
inspiring. Yes. We're a group of wholesalers, and
Yeah.
right now we're finding that the market has been really crazy and really
Yeah.
hard to even get deals started, and we're pretty new to it. So
Yeah.
just wanted to get your insight on as far as how to go about it, or
Yeah.
if you don't have any funds, like what's the best way to get started.
Wholesaling.
Okay.
Wholesaling and leverage other people money. Right? If you don't have your, you can put the sweat equity in, and other people can put the money in. You partner up, right? The other people don't have time. You have time, and you have the relationship that other people don't have. You know the neighborhood, right? But the most important thing is to know how to estimate the value of the property. So you don't overestimate it, get a wholesale contract, and then it doesn't work out. You cannot sell to any investor. Yeah. And there's a lot of wholesaling experts here that you can learn from. That's a good thing.
Thank you. And just
Yeah.
hold on through the market, even though it's rough right now. That you can find.
The market is always gonna do what it does, but your job is to do what you do. So don't care about the market. In any market, you can make money. I didn't think like that when I starting out. Everyone tell me that, right? Everyone at where I meet tell me that. But when the market is bad, is where a lot of money was made. This is the time. Yeah. If you buy property right now, you kind of like buy at bottom right now. So go out there, get a contract, get a house under contract. Yeah.
Thank
I think
you.
that's
I
the good
appreciate
thing to
that.
start.
That's really
Yeah,
good.
of course.
Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
gonna take that to
Yeah.
stride.
Yeah.
Thank you.